Hi guys, today we are going to be talking about writing boards. And if you don't know what a writing board is, it is for when you have a journal that's a little bit bulky. Let's see if I can find a good page in here. Something like this, an embellishment you want to write on this page. You would stick, this is just a piece of dry erase board. It's kind of flimsy, not flimsy, it's kind of heavy, but it's thicker than heavy cardstock, but it's still kind of bendable. But you would put it here, and then that way you could write whatever you needed to write, and you just stick it in the back of your journal, and you have a place to write evenly as you're writing in your journal. And this is my first idea, dry erase board. Sorry for the glare on that. And I have a few ideas today, and we will talk about them. And I want to make sure I don't forget any of them, so I kind of wrote them down. First, I want to talk about bingo cards and other card type ephemera that you may have that's a little bit heavier. You could use flashcards, like the recipe cards, the like the animal bingo cards are a little bit bigger. This one's going to be kind of small. But my idea for this would just be you can either decorate it as it is. I wouldn't use anything that was too three-dimensional, because again, you're trying to use it as a writing board. You could possibly decorate one side and then always use the back to actually do the writing on. But we're going to do this one today in a decoupage with a napkin, which is my favorite way to do bingo cards. And I chose this napkin. I thought it was kind of cute. And if you don't know how to get the napkins apart, these come apart pretty easy. They're cheap. They're from the Dollar Tree. So these usually come apart pretty easy. You can kind of smooth out I don't know if you can see it. They have like a design to where they press the two plies together. These usually only have two plies. I already took some apart over here, but then I decided at the last minute I would show y'all how to get these apart. Okay, that's not going to work. Sometimes you can just straighten it out. And get those pieces apart. I don't know why this one's being so difficult. I guess because I called it cheap. So we are going to take some tape, wrap it around your finger, and it just pulls it right off. Okay. That's in case my first idea doesn't work. I don't remember who I saw do the tape thing first, but yeah, whoever thought of it is amazing. But sometimes these have like a ghost pattern on them, and I'm going to save this one to possibly decoupage another thing, because that kind of looks pink, and yeah, I might need that. I'm doing a journal. Well, I just showed it. So, but this one we're going to do the whole red, white, and blue thing. It's very summery, and I thought it was kind of cute, so we're going to do that. And I may do coffee dye paper on the back first, because I don't really want that on the back of there. So we're going to do a piece of coffee dye paper on the back of this, I think. Because I know it won't, the glue stick won't go through this. So we're going to do this side first. I know there's lots of ways to decoupage. I have a love-hate relationship with glue stick, kind of like I do Carl. And I did try to get some of my stuff pre-cut today so we don't have to get them out too much, but I am going to have to get them out once. So, yeah. So we're going to have to get them out, and we're just going to have to deal with them a little bit tonight. Just want to get this smoothed down a little bit. And cut it with my old ones. There we go. I'm not too worried about cutting this perfect, because if you've watched me before, I go around everything with a sanding block pretty much anyway, so I'm not too worried about getting it perfect. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this because we may end up needing that later. All right, I may actually do something. No, because I went around the edges, and it needs to be flat. But now I already mentioned it, so should I do it? Should I? Maybe. I kind of want the bingo in a wider area so you can see that it says bingo. Okay, so there. And I'm going to leave it big so I have plenty of room to grab it and place it. So we're just going to get this on here, and then I will let this one dry, and there's another one that's going to have to dry. But I just want to show y'all the few things that you can use to make these, because they are extremely useful. And I try to, when I gift somebody a journal, I try to give them something, because I'm very heavy-handed myself, and not that I write in my journals. I just like to play in them. That's not quite even, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. Nothing's perfect in this world. Okay. So we're going to put this on here. And then, quick fast, where are you at? Oh, and if you haven't watched me before, I don't even think I introduced myself. It's late. I'm sorry. My name is Cindy. Channel is Scrap Brat. And we just clamor along when we craft. And yeah, that's what we do here. So I make mistakes, and when I do, I try to show y'all how to fix them, because I've been messing stuff up for a really long time, and I've learned a few things along the way. So yeah. And it's not something that I can tell you, until I do it and I go, oh yeah, I've done this before. So we're just going to take this and if you wanted to, you could probably back these thinner game boards with a piece of file card, or another piece of, actually another bingo card on the other side would be super cute too. And then you'd have a double-sided one, and you could do the napkin on both sides, or a different like theme coordinating napkin or whatever to go along with your cookbook, your journal. I was just thinking this napkin would be super cute with a vintage Betty Crocker cover. So sorry. It's not that I lose train of thought. It's that I got too much stuff going on up there all the time. So that's why I have so many unfinished projects around here. So we're going to save this, of course. That's what we do. Add it to our hoard. Okay. Go around this side real quick. And then we're going to stick it under something heavy. Actually, I kind of want to do what I was saying I wasn't going to do and edge it. I don't want to. But it doesn't really go with the theme. I may just do another one at the end, because it would go so well with the journal that I need one for. So if you want, stick around to the end and I'll show you what I thought of mid-video, or beginning of the video anyways. I'm going to try and make this short, but this first one's taken a minute. So, okay. I want to thank all my new subscribers and everybody who's been so very kind to me. My name is Cindy, like I said, and I'm new and just started Scrap Brat not that long ago, actually recording anyways. I've been on here for a while and wanting to do it. It's just, if you don't start, it never gets started. So it's yeah, it's fun, you know. I'm meeting some new people and it's hearing about how they like to do things and getting to kind of know a couple of people, and yeah, it's neat. It's a neat form. So if you are thinking about starting up a channel, just do it. I mean, watch my first video and see how bad it is, and just do it. Just start them, because you won't ever start if you keep telling yourself you're not ready. Trust me, you're ready. You're ready. And if you do start, let me know and I will come and watch you, and yeah, and tell all my friends about you. So that's our first one. Yeah, it's just a little bingo card. I'm gonna go stick it under something heavy and hope I don't forget to show you all the other one. If I do, there's a couple of things that I'm going to do to that journal, and I will make it in that one, I guess. So our next one, let's see, what do we want to do next? How about we will do this one. Okay, so this one is just, and I'm going to do this one quick. Actually, I won't even do this one. I'll just explain. It's decoupage. This is, you can make them out of chipboard. So you can use any type of chipboard. You can use the back of scrapbooking paper, old packaging. You can use, yeah, this is actually a twister, a twister box that I had saved, and it got bent up, and I was like, oh, well, I can still cut it down. You know, I can't throw it away. I can't recycle it. I have to actually use it. So I'm not actually going to make this. I just got to tear this piece off. But what I would do with this one, I would put scrapbook paper or something on that side. And I would put glue down. And then we would take and glue this little guy down, smooth him out really, really well. And maybe even use a decoupage medium instead of glue stick for this one, just because you want the material to really, really, really stick. And then honestly, what I would do to make it dry and to make sure it stayed flat, because it is a junk journal and I'm not going to care if it has a little bit of a different kind of texture to it, I would take a piece of plastic packaging. Hold on just a second. I grab a piece. This is not what I would use. This is a pocket for stamps. But I would, after I got it done, I would place the plastic packaging over it, and I would put a heavy book on it, just to let it dry for just a little bit, so it doesn't, you know, sometimes material just does its own thing, and you never know how it's going to react once it's wet. It obviously would be better if it wasn't wadded up over there and it was actually in the condition that to be worked on. But hey, you know. But yeah, I would just do that. And also you can take the plastic cutting boards from Dollar Tree, or you can take these plastic mats. I'll probably use this one to glue on or something. These plastic tablecloths, placemats. My word. Okay, so you would kind of cut them down, you know, to whatever size you want, and then round us little corners. And we can get Krabby Carl out to do that if you want to see. Just make this one real quick. Might as well. It'll just be one more in my arsenal, I guess. So this little guy, because if I cut him there, that's going to be real big. So we're going to cut a strip off of him. All right. Actually, let's cut him on this side first, and then we'll decide on how far over we need to go. Is that good? That looks good. We gonna behave tonight? We didn't earlier, I can tell you that much. He's crabby. No, he's not gonna behave. He's really just as ornery as ever. I probably didn't have it in there right, quite honestly. This thing and I have fought for years and years. I have other paper cutters, but they're on the other side of the room. I don't know why. I think I like his orneriness, quite honestly. I think I enjoy it. Okay. And I'm gonna save this and cut it into little pieces because I use those for glue spreaders. So I'm going to stick that in my drawer, and we are going to cut him down. Oh, good night. An H. We could probably go 7 3/4. What do we do? Are we straight? Huh. Still looks wonky on that side. Why are you so angry with me? What have I ever done to you? No? Okay, it's straight. It's just, I'm not used to him playing nice. This piece I will also save, and I will put it in for the little tag makers or glue spreaders. I use those plastic gift cards for. Sorry about the clamoring, guys. And I would just round the corners on this little guy. Hopefully there's nothing on the back. I know there was some sort of barcode or something. I should have looked. Oh, no. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but, you know. So, these little plastic, not cutting mat. This was a placemat. Sorry about the glare. It's glaring, guys. Okay, so that's that one. And I also wanted to show you that you can make them out of file folders. And this is just a file folder that I came across. I was going to fold it and make a journal out of it, and opened it up, and it has paint. I don't know what I was doing. It's got a cut over here. It's a mess. But am I going to throw it away? Absolutely not. We don't do that. We can't do that. So what I'm going to do is... How's it go? How's it go? How's it go? Okay. So we're going to glue this side. Yes, I'm just going to glue the whole thing. So hopefully that's not shaking the camera too bad. Does anybody have a favorite glue stick? I really do like this one. It's just a all-purpose glue stick. It's not the craft one. It's just all-purpose glue stick. It's pretty cheap. I buy them either at Walmart.com or Amazon, depending on who has them cheapest. And they're actually pretty reasonable. Okay, no idea where my scraper is. Yeah. I'm a little quiet because everybody's in bed. Notice I don't have my loud family tonight. I don't want to wake anybody up. I want to get the dogs barking or anybody out in the yard going off. We just shh. So, that was another reason I didn't want to fight with Carl too much. Okay. Hopefully my small cutter will cut this. We shall see, we shall see. Oh yeah. Maybe. Oh, it'll work, it'll work. It's okay, it's gonna be okay. I know this thing comes out. I know it does. I've had it out before. You know what? We don't need it to come out. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. We all know these aren't straight anyways. Okay. So we're just going to use this as a straight edge since it is the glued edge. And we're going to cut there. And actually we're just going to go over probably 5 or 6 inches. We're going to cut there. I'm going to put this guy over here. And then I'm just going to maybe a little bit shorter. We're going to cut there. Okay. And this is, here I have measuring down here, what it end up being. We are at about 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. That was not on purpose. Okay, and this one we're just going to do with some scrapbook paper. And I think I'm going to do it on the front and back. And I'm just going to wrap it. It's a plan anyways. Let's see how that turns out for me. Stick around. Okay. So we're just going to make sure we get our edges really well. The thing with doing the glue stick for decoupage, or you know, just gluing it down, it's not even really decoupage, but the thing with doing the with the glue stick is if you have one of the fine little needle points on your glue, it's really easy to come back around and just kind of tuck it up under there and take care of that really, really easily. Okay, we're just going to glue this side down. And we're going to let it sit for a second, and then we're going to cut it off. Good night. Goodness, goodness, goodness. What a mess, what a mess. Okay. And we're going to see how this turns out. If it doesn't turn out, I won't ever do it again. So I'm sure I've tried it in the past, and I don't know if it turned out all right or not. Nothing to smooth with. We'll just use this. How heavy are you? You're heavy enough. There's some sort of critter outside. I don't know what it is. It's something. Okay. I do want to show you a couple more things. If you had gotten this is just a greeting card. If you have gotten a greeting card from your favorite aunt, or a birthday card from somebody or something like that, you really like the picture, you can just put, or just somebody that you don't really, you don't care about the sentiment inside, you know, but you really like the picture, you can just glue it together and it makes a decent board. You could also put a piece of file folder in here. You could also, if you liked the sentiment inside, you could cut it in half, flip this side. I'm just going to do it because, you know, we'll just do it this way. Okay, so you wanted the sentiment and you like the greeting card, and you know, you want to keep that for sentiment's sake. So we would cut it. take your sentiment and take your card and flip it over, put your sentiment on the back. You would glue them together and then clean it up, do the corner rounding, and then you have a very special card. Writing card, writing board. Good grief. Writing board, writing card. Who knows what I'm going to call them by the end of it. And this is a journal cover that I had made that I decided not to do the ring bound, and I did something else. But I have the if you ended up when you're getting the book, if you ended up accidentally tearing through the spine and you end up with the front and the back cover, you could always put something over the cover, or you could use the cover, or, you know, I mean, this, if I put a piece of scrapbook paper, maybe want to fill those in or cut them off and then, you know, put something on the back. But I mean, these would make really good ones too. They're nice and thick. So if you have a really, really chunky journal, something like this would be great, because it'll give as you're writing, but it won't like fold. Like this is gonna fold over the bulk. So the thicker it is, the better off it's gonna be for the bulk of the journal. I tend to be very heavy-handed, and I tend to make gator mouse before I even give them to the person that they're for. They're pretty thick. So, but that's just me. That's the way I am. Okay, so we are going to take this one just because I want to see the way it turns out, and I'm holding it up so I can see it in the light. See the shadow through it a little bit. And I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. And we will round the corners and we'll call this one done. Always sticks there. Me and all my cutters, probably because what I put them through. Probably because the glue's not dry. Could be a number of things. And it could be all kinds of stuff. Yeah, really could. Could be all kinds of stuff. I think it has a burr on it, which, you know, kind of makes sense because I cut chipboard and stuff with it. I don't know if it's made for that. Probably not. Probably need to start cutting that kind of stuff on the other side of the room. But I gotta show y'all what I'm doing. I do. Sorry about all the shaking. Okay, so this one, we're going to round the corners. We're going to go with a half on this one. And do them just a little bit. I'll only ink one side. I just want to, I'm kind of curious to how the paper is going to look, honestly. It's not too bad. Kind of cute. Doing a pink sewing journal, and I think this would be a good one for that. Of course, it needs to dry overnight underneath the something heavy. Well, let's take this one out and take a look at it. And then I'm just remembered I'm going to do another card for y'all because I wanted to show you that. Okay, this one we're gonna do it in blue. Should we do it in blue? Should we? Should I? What? Should I? I don't know. Why not? I'm going to try it. What's it going to hurt? it looks awful, then I just don't use it. I mean, it's already crooked, right? That's not horrible. It's not my favorite. I probably should have used brown. But yeah, I don't like that. Like at all. That's awful. Yeah, that's not cute. Not cute at all. Let's fix this. Let's fix it. Because I know I can. I know I can. Fix it. Uh-oh. I'm just going to find something. Oh, there's my brown. Come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. Give me a break. See, clamoring around. Come on, you're not that old. I think they're just a little jealous of Tim Holtz a little bit. Don't get used as much as what they used to. Come on, buddy. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I'm shaking you. That is better. So much better. Yeah, because that was just going to end up sitting there. I wasn't going to use it. I'd get flustered and I wouldn't remake it. And I'm sorry, but I got a whole pack of these napkins. I'll share some, but I think there's like 20 or so in the package. I don't remember exactly. That is so much better. Now, I wouldn't be embarrassed to give that to somebody. All right. Knew we could fix it. All right. So he's going to go back underneath the packaging over here, or the heavy stuff over here. This one, we are going to do something a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Okay. I have this bunny napkin that I think I'm going to use. I'm going to do the bunny napkin. And what else are we going to use on the back of this? Maybe I could do... That's not bad. That's not too bad. Especially with what I want to do to it. That's going to work. Okay. I hope this video is not too long. I need to put batteries in my clock in here. So that way I can at least keep an eye on the time. Usually I have my phone, so I don't think about my clock. But, you know, like most, I record on my phone. So there's that. That tends to be the problem. Okay. So we are going to hopefully get him lined up. Those big old ears up there like that. I'm going to try not to get too many wrinkles in him. He's ever so cute. He feels pretty good. Maybe a little bit up here feels unstuck. Did I not get glue up there? No, it's glued. Okay. Okay, I'll cut this off of here real quick. And I'm going to leave the corners of this one square, or pointed, or sharp, or however you want to look at it. I got some, well, it's copper tape is what it is. I got it out to make some charms and make a video on it. I haven't done it yet though. I will post it when I do. But I got it out and it's sitting here on my desk, and I thought, how cute will that be to go around that? Well, I think it's going to be ever so cute. But you don't have to go out and buy copper tape. You don't have to go out and buy napkins to do this. I mean, look in your cabinet. You may have some leftover napkins from a birthday party or an anniversary party, or, you know, talk to your friends. They probably have some that they would more than happily give you, that they just don't know what to do with. You know, you can take file folders that you got from your tax lady. I mean, it's that time of year. You know, a file folder that you got from them. You don't have to go out and buy any of this stuff. You don't have to use the same items that people are using when they're making the videos. It's just to give you ideas. It's just to give you inspiration. You know, we just all want to have fun and learn from each other. And, you know, when I goof, y'all can learn from my mistakes. Oh no, like this. It's okay. It's all right. It's going to be okay. I knew there was a big glob there, and I was going to come back and get it, but of course I stuck my big old fingers in it. Okay. It's going to be all right, though. No stress. No stress. It's supposed to be relaxing in here. The house is quiet. And my mama's getting ready to come out, and I don't know when I'll be able to make videos again, so I wanted to hopefully get at least one made tonight. She's coming out in a few days, and hopefully get it up and see. That's good enough. Just leave it alone. Leave it be. Leave it be. Yeah, so because I know it's already been a couple of days since I put one up, so I apologize for that. Okay, this is the copper tape I was talking about. You don't have to have this. You could use washi tape. You know, would be a good starting point. But the copper tape that I have is actually used for stained glass. I don't do stained glass. I want to learn how to do it. I inherited my aunt's whole collection. She was a beautiful stained glass artist, and yeah, it's one of those things I'm kind of scared to start because it's an expensive hobby, and I already have expensive hobbies. But yeah, so I want to show you guys how to make some other things with this, but you can also use washi tape, but that's another video. So we're going to take this and we're going to hopefully, maybe, I want to do it, but I can't really see where the edging is. But this is going to go so well with a journal. Come on, you got to get it right, Cindy. Obviously, you, like many other times, would let this dry. Don't be impatient like me. Because now I'm probably going to rip the paper off and make the glue, or make the tape not sticky. Not too bad, but it's going to be atrocious by the time I get done with it. It's just going to be awful, awful, awful. It's not too awful bad, I guess. It's close enough. Okay. So, and we're just going to take and wrap it around. Now, obviously, this tape is made to be folded and brought up. We're not getting that technical tonight. We're not doing it. Not the kind of luck I'm having. We're not going to try that. We are not going to try that this evening. Okay. But yeah. So we're going to go up another side. You could also use, which I have somewhere in here, the tape that you get from the hardware store. It's it's actually made for ducts. It's not duct tape. It's actually a heat tape. It's a silver heat tape, and it's metal. It's actually on it. Please don't rip this side, Cindy. It's actually, I'm just gonna go with it. It's all right. It's actually aluminum, like heat tape, and yeah, it's super cool to play with. You can put it on paper and run it through the embossing machine. If you guys want to see me mess around with that one and more of this, let me know. But I am going to make those charms. Like I said, charms are going to be a little bit easier than this. I wanted to make like a faux, I guess they're like vintage trinket necklaces. I just want to make a couple of those. Just to show you guys, you know, some of the fun things that you can do with shiny washi, or if you happen to have some sort of tape that you found in the thrift store and you don't know what it's actually for. Where's my bone puller? You definitely want to burnish this, because for one, it smooths it out. Gets all those ugly wrinkles out of it. I'm not even going to sweat that that's there. But this is going to be so cute, that journal. Yeah, so if you made it this far, like I said, my name is Cindy, and I sure am glad you stopped by. And yeah, if you made it this far, give me a like. If you want to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate you. And if you have a channel, let me know your channel, and I will subscribe back. You know, we all need to support each other. You want to send me a private message or ask me in the comments, anything you want to, and I will gladly do my best to answer you. And if I don't know an answer, I can make one up. No, I will find out. I will do my best to find out for you. But hopefully you had some laughs and giggles along the way, and hopefully I wasn't too quiet. Hopefully I didn't chatter too much. And yeah. So hope everybody's doing well and had a good Easter, and everybody is feeling much love and very blessed today. And yeah, I sure am. I had a very, very, had a good day. Good day. Very blessed day. Yeah. In abundance. So, feeling very positive. And hope to share some of that with you. Hopefully, even like I said, even if it's just a laugh at whatever. The way I talk, or me and my paper trimmer having a love-hate relationship. My husband sure gets a kick out of it. Yeah. He knows that that's Carl, and he asked me if I was going to call him Carl on the videos. And I said, well, I did one. And he said, well, don't stop. He said, people are going to wonder whatever happened to Carl. They're going to think it's your husband and you killed him. No. But there we go. So, yeah. Like I said, hopefully you had a good time, and hopefully you did make it this far and had a little bit of fun. Hopefully you learned something, and if not, like I said, hopefully you at least got a good chuckle out of it. And yeah, you just go out and spread some love and have some joy, have enough to spread on to others. And may you be blessed, and yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And it's my channel, Scrap Brat. My name is Cindy, and thank you very much. Bye bye now.